PSG Konsult focuses on financial advice, stockbroking, asset management and insurance.
Right, so I think everyone's familiar with these businesses. This is PSG Online, not the whole of PSG Group, the private equity group, Yanni Maton. This is the financial services business. It traded OTC for ages and eventually listed on our market in June of 2014. There you go.
Market cap, 8.9 billion rand based on its interim results published in October 2014. It has a PE ratio of 30.65 and a dividend yield of 0.5%.
So that's all we've had from the company, but I think they are due to give us some full year results pretty soon because they've got a February year end.
JP, let's get your thoughts. PSG Konsult.
So they brought Francois Gous, who was very senior at UBS globally, back to South Africa to come and run PSG Konsult and effectively bring the asset management businesses up to speed, because they had this wealth business, Consult, the advisory business. But the advisors were taking the money and give them to other asset managers. It would make a lot more sense if PSG could maintain a lot of that money, keep it in-house with their own unit trusts. They've got a few very good unit trusts with very good track records, and Francois is there to build up the asset management business to make sure that they have these synergies between PSG Konsult, the wealth business, and the newer asset management business.
Some of the names within that PSG and asset management fold, Sean Leroux, Greg Hopkins, coming to the fore, and as you say, their performance has been relatively robust.
Yes, some equity funds have done very well, some global funds have done very well, and that means that the advisors can justify keeping the funds within the PSG group, and it benefits the client as well.
Yeah, so these are the people we were being rude about a little bit earlier.
I was hoping you weren't going to go back to that story. My apologies to all the financial advisors out there, please, hands down.
Now these guys are fabulous. So they've got like 190 offices around the world and principally located in all of our cities and our secondary towns for that reason. And for a large part, the Consult guys brought that because they had roots in accounting and so on and so forth. PSG Online has always been one of the big players in direct online equities. Now they add all this other stuff. So they really give you the full service. Their client base is typically Afrikaans-speaking South Africans, because that's been the kind of ombud. They came from the old SMK down in the JSE, so they didn't have any sort of stigma of being snooty and having, no time for clients that had kind of come through and were getting into savings in the 90s and the 1960s and the 1970s.
So very good thing.
Great, and I think I echo from JP's comments that they've now got an international caliber leader in order to take the business to the next stage.
Hot or not?
Like the business, they also have an insurance business we didn't touch upon, but if you put all of this together and the synergies they can get, I say it's hot.
Hot or not?
High margin, high margin. I wouldn't give my own money to these kinds of people because you're probably going to be feeling happy to come away from a 3, 4, 5% per annum fee for all of that kind of advice, insurance and everything else that gets bolted together, but a very good business in terms of the profits.
Hot or not, Paul?
Yeah, I think I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say hot. It's done okay. The share price hasn't been too exciting. I think people are battling to work out where it should be pitched price-wise.
But you're giving it a hot.